Hi, I'm Scott DeCamp with MLive Muskegon Chronicle, and we're here at the 2018 High School Football Media Days in the Muskegon office. I'm here with Montague coach Pat Collins. Thanks for coming in, Pat.
Thanks for having us.
And for bringing your boys in here today.
Appreciate
and it's always a fun day for the media day. And you guys are coming off a great season. You know, you rolled through the West Michigan Conference, and you know, got to you had a nice playoff run. Ran into Ithaca, which is a powerhouse, but you guys have been right there, you know, statewide as far as that kind of program. And how do you build on what you did last year to maybe continue that and carry it on?
Well, it starts with leadership, and our kids that are now becoming the seniors have had great leadership role models prior to them. And so those senior classes that have come the last 2-3 years since they were freshmen have been awesome. And so they've been watching those leaders, and they've taken that torch now, and they're acting like seniors in what they expect to do. And they're combining that with now some big game experience, which not all those other classes had. These guys have, and you start putting all those parts together, you have a chance to make a run and have a great team. So we're excited about not only the numbers of seniors, but also the leadership qualities they have and the game experience in big moments that they've had. And so they're going forward now with that, and that's the big plus for us.
You look at the West Michigan Conference, and you guys in Oak Ridge are clearly probably would be the front runners for that, and that's really not much different than it is really. But I heard from other coaches though that some think that this conference could be at least as good as it's been in a handful of years. Would you agree with that or not?
I would agree. I think it's been on an upward swing. We had a little lull there in the middle of my time as coach at Montague. I thought our league was down overall, and then of course in the late 2000s, you know, 08, we had 4 teams that were almost in the state championship game from one conference, which is unheard of. And we still ended up with, of course, 4 Muskegon County schools winning the state title, coming from one county. But with just West Michigan Conference in general, it was really on the high, and then it kind of dipped. And now I think coming in the late, now 2018, 19, going up to the top of this decade, we're good again. That's what I would say. I'd say we're one of the best league schools, probably for BC schools in the state.
So this is kind of a fill-in-the-blank question. You know, it has to do with what your keys to the season or how you're going to be successful again. But Montague will be successful or reach its goals in 2018 if this happens.
Well, obviously, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We got to win a state championship. That's the goal for the kids, and I'm representing them. They don't represent me or anybody else. It's a player-coach team, and this seniors have established that and will continue to establish that throughout the season. But their goals are pretty clear. They want to win a state championship. And in the process of those kind of goals, so much more comes around, because when you have high goals on the field, you have to hold yourself with an immense amount of goals off the field, because you're getting more recognition, getting more the eyes on you more. So being a great person and doing the right thing in the classroom and all these things becoming even more important. And those are obviously goals for us, is establishing those bonds that last a lifetime with your teammates and being good people off the field. And those become easier when you have high goals and your team's working hard for a goal on the field. You can start to associate that with being a high class, high quality person off the field. So we're excited that we have a high goal on the field. It helps us move forward with all those other cool things that you can do with high school football.
All right, thanks, Pat.